Today we have local footballer,
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm a footballer. More sidelines.
coach, manager, founder of.
Mine's Man United.
So you're not only a football manager, but an advocate of men's health, mental in particular.
Yeah, definitely. So I used to run this team like White Printing, just a load of mates. Bit of a pub team, really.
Oh, cool.
Had like a year or two out, but basically a lot of things have happened over the years where I was like, oh, do you know what? Something needs to be done. So like growing up, my brother like lost a good mate of his. I think I was in, like I say, year 10, year 11. And it was one of them. I was just like, didn't really understand why. I was just like, geez, that's so sad. Shouldn't be happening. But didn't really understand the concept of like depression, what blokes go through. Because I say, what, were we like 15, 16? Since then, like my little cousin, his friend, aged 12, took his own life. And I was just like, again, like it's one of them where you sit back and think, bloody hell.
Yeah.
That young.
What's going on?
You shouldn't have any worries, and to actually be that down and to take your own life, it's just like,
Oh, bless.
it's one of them where it's just like, that's not good. And then I started men's football, played a few games. It was more like mates with my other set of cousins. So I didn't know him that well, but again, he took his own life, and it was one of those moments where it's like, right, what's obviously, again, really sad. It's like, this is obviously a problem.
A lot.
And then this team I was running at the time, White Printing, who I was on about, it was like 2020, I think it was. And then that summer, like lockdown sort of got lifted, but we're in and out of lockdown then. And then a lad who plays for me, 40, we called him, woke up one day, Saturday, to like voicemail, picked up, phoned my mate back when I heard that he took his own life. And obviously, because he played for me, well, forget the football side, obviously he's a top person, shouldn't be happening. No one should feel that low. But that just hit me like a ton of bricks, like, God. Like, oh yeah, it's one of those moments where I just remember just being sat on my bed, like, oh my God, took so long to process. And then that day, got all the football lads into a pub, all tried speaking about it and see if we were all okay. And it was just silence in the pub. And normally we're like loud people, like energy. It's one of them where we were just like, this ain't right. Obviously it hit us hard. And then since then, I was just like, something needs to be done. This is happening far too often. I don't know that many people. But to know on a percentage scale, it's probably quite high of people I know who've like took their own lives. So I'm like, geez, this is bad. Something needs to be done. I was like a few months after Fordy died, so it's a lockdown where it was slightly lifted, where I think you can meet one person outside your family who weren't family. So I was like, right, I need to do something. I'm going to raise some money for Mind. I'm going to go on a run, 5K every day of lockdown. So I'd done that, and each day I'd done it with someone different. So like most people, a few lads I didn't know, a few lads I did know were mates. So we ran 5K every day and with someone different every day I did. And that's when it really hit home even more. My mates, you know, like you always hear these stories, oh, they're life and soul of a party and all this. There's a few mates of mine, obviously still now, unreal laugh, top lads, so funny, can't shut them up. Funny stories left, right and centre. And I'm out of them on the run where they opened up and therefore I'm struggling. And I was like, right, I ain't losing any of you. I was like, something more needs to be done. Like, it's just crazy. Because like, when I first seen you over there, obviously, how are you? And you're like, yeah, good. But really, I think sometimes it takes, because that's like me with my mates when we started the run. Halfway through a run, it's like, hang on, are you really okay? Like, you need to ask that question again. And then it's almost you need to prompt them to get out. Because all of us, I do it all the time. I even do now. Like, just hold it in.
Yeah.
And then once you open up, and then you realise, geez, it is like just everywhere. It's, yeah.
And if I was ever going to jacket, it wouldn't have been in the boxing ring. It'd have been when I was suffering with mental health.
Yeah, I suffer with panic attacks, thinking I was going to die. I don't know if anyone's ever had that.
Me crying almost every day for no reason.
The evidence suggests that mental ill health is a more pressing problem than ever before.
You could be in a room full of people, but you feel like you're the only person in the room. It felt inescapable, you know. Me, I was just alone in this just blackness.
You don't want to be here anymore. You know, to the point of wanting to take my life. I was on the verge of suicide.
Nearly 5,000 men take their lives each year, and it remains the biggest killer of men under 50.
Very commendable to take on that challenge, to notice it first of all, and then
Yeah.
take on the challenge.
No, yeah, it's something I'm proud of. Like all the lads who've done it with me, and like myself, I think we raised like $2,500.
Oh wow!
More or less for mine then, and then obviously that was all 440 basically, and then from there, because I'm studying to be a teacher, I'm at uni, I'm going on like placements, I'm getting like different experiences at a whole range of schools. Like I went on placement to the Sen school. There's this one lad in particular where just playing catch with him, teaching him how to catch, and it was like with a little ball he got from a cupboard, and it had mind on it, and I was just like, oh, why have you got this? Like, how do you know about this? And he's like, oh, I use mine sometimes. And I'm talking, again, he's probably about 12, 13 years old.
Right.
Straight away, you're like, what's the upbringing he's had? What's he going through? He's obviously struggling. It's one of those where it's like, right, something more needs to be done. It's not just people our age. It's not men. It's ladies. It's kids.
Yes.
Why should kids have... Like, I feel stressed now sometimes about money and that, but like, kids... when I think back when I was a kid, obviously I was privileged. And look at it. We have great memories. Like, we're on about the start, me and you playing football. Like, yeah, that, no worries about money. And like, I'm just like, geez, some kids don't have it easy. And again, it's more than you think. Because obviously, like say, I've been on other placements. It's like becoming a common trend. And it's, you're a kid.
Yeah.
You should be enjoying life.
The fact they know to reach out to Mind is interesting, though. That's
that
maybe a positive thing, because...
Exactly, and that comes down to, again, awareness
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well, in the men's sphere, I think this is a great way of bringing up the channel as an opening up discussion.
Yeah.
I've gone through my own path, and the talking I've done has helped me clear so much of like stress, trauma, and all these.
It's amazing what
baggage
does.
that was there. Yeah, and you can express it out, and like you've done, which is remarkable. Realize things that you can then help.
Yeah.
To solve it, which I think is like such a reward.
But the thing is, it's hard to speak, if you know what I mean, because there's that stigma around it. Not everyone does it. Like you say, you have to prompt them. But once you do it, it feels amazing. But again, it's like just trying to get awareness of that.
The biggest thing I have to learn is to ask for help.
I said, this is what's going on. I need help immediately. I can't do it on my own. And I went and got help.
24 hours down the line, you're having a conversation that you would otherwise be having if you hadn't played that football game.
What did he say about suicide? You can always do it tomorrow. Is it not possible just to wait? Let people around you know.
Yeah.
Speak.
Oh, I
know it's...
I'd only told Chugs probably for 15 years in a row at one point. And it is remarkable, as you say, about the charisma covering up a thing. And then
exactly.
Once you actually unmask that, it's interesting to see the people that stick around and they go, oh, you're not being entertaining now, but I'm still going to value the conversation, and I'm still going to, if anything, that's more important.
Yeah. Totally.
Putting an emphasis on the what's below, and then being able to express the entertainment after.
Again, so that's sort of why I set the team up, because I was like, right, more needs to be done, especially like
this is Minds Matter United.
Minds Matter United.
Let's get the name in there. Minds Matter United.
So we're obviously new team this season. We're basically trying to raise as much funds as we can and awareness on social media. So on social media, it's more like awareness, posting like the odd stats. Friday nights, occasionally I'll try doing like quizzes. But also I don't want it to be all negative stuff. I want it to be positive stuff. So I do that Motivation Monday. Sometimes you need that little pick me up, even though it's just like a little sentence. But like, I've had messages like our posts have helped. So again, that's what it's about. But so I've done some research into stats. So 1 in 5 people, this is young people in the UK, this is just UK, struggle with their mental health. 1 in 5. Adults, 1 in 4. And then suicide in 2023, this is just England and Wales, there was 6,069 people who've taken their own life. 75% of them men. One thing I will say, this team is not just for men. Just because we're a football team, it is for everyone. Because unfortunately, while setting this team up, so I got the ball rolling, but before this season started, there was like a girl, 21, 22, like, she was lovely. She used to be a barmaid for our old team. She took her own life. She had everything going for her, like, and it goes to show there's like for demons. Like those stats there, there's probably people watching this now maybe who think, bloody hell, I didn't realise it was that bad. I didn't. That's why I'm setting it up. Because I realised when I've done my research, I was like, it is bloody bad. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
And then they're obviously like UK stats, England, Wales stats. And then this bit, this is mad. This is, again, one of those moments where you're like, bloody hell. This is globally, roughly. I think it's actually a bit more now, which is even worse. 520,000 men a year take their life. So that's 48,000 men a month. 11,000 a week. 1,500 a day. That's one man every minute taking his own life. How mad's that?
Yeah.
But there's one thing, like, again, going back to talking, this is how important it is. We talk all the time. In pubs, football, we talk about beer, football, cars. We're always talking. Like you say about the lively people who struggle most. We're always talking. We talk about so much, but not one of us talks about our mental health. And that's what has to change. Because that silence, us not talking about our mental health, that's what's killing us.
Okay.
That's why we need to talk.
I went to this group called ABOB. I completely agree with everything there.
Yeah.
And one thing they did at the beginning of every meeting was you'd check in with how you were feeling in that exact moment. And to hear a room of exactly the worries on everyone's mind, people whose mums are having dementia, family troubles, financial troubles, people who are having kids and are stressed about that. Some people are having reasonably good thoughts as well.
Yeah.
But to go around a room of 30 men and sit there and listen to all those baggage that they had nowhere else to talk about.
Yeah.
That really opened my eyes.
Exactly. It's scary, really.
Yeah.
And it's something what shouldn't be happening. Because sometimes all it does take is text to your mate.
Yep.
Are you right? Yep. Haven't seen you in ages. You okay? How you keeping? No, I'm busy. We'll have to meet up soon, but still check in if you can't meet up.
Yes.
Because you just don't know.
It's a weekly, you have matches for Minds Matter.
Yeah, so we're like a proper team in Leamington, so Sunday league team.
Wicked.
Most Sundays we should have matches. It's all run normal. But the spin is, like I say, social media is like trying to raise awareness and like positivity. But for our fundraising, we do like a monthly charity event.
Okay.
And again, this is not for our team, it's for everybody. This is the whole idea. I want everybody to come, for the whole community. Even if you don't like football, whatever it may be. Because this is why we got a range of events. So this is the other tricky thing. This is what I was like getting my head around. It's like, I can't ask for money. Money's tight for everyone. Every month to put towards mine. So I was thinking, how else can I do it? Because obviously a few of us ran a half marathon, and that was our first charity event in June or July.
Cool.
Which is like also good. Like, it's a good achievement. Obviously, we're all proud of ourselves. Got sponsored quite a lot of money. It's like we can't do something where everyone's sponsoring us all the time. I want to get the community together to get talking, raise awareness, and just get people out. So we've done stuff like big football tournament day. We've had a darts night. We've had a music night. That was really good.
With Tom Kirkpatrick.
Yeah. So yeah, big names. And it's just nights like that. We've got Snowdon planned. We've got just
Snowdon climbing the mountain.
Yeah, we want to do that. Just get everyone again, not just our team. We want to get everyone there. We want to random bake-off night. That's not me, but I'm thinking that's why it'd be quite funny.
Sure. All
having a bake-off, make a funny video out of it, and just sell cakes, make money. So I thought that gets everyone involved. So like with the music night, we had a raffle alongside it. So like they're not just donating, they're actually having a good night. And all out here seeing decent bangs.
It builds community, which is such a massive
Exactly,
factor
that's
of
the main thing.
Opening people to talk about stuff like this and feeling comfortable. And it's a little bit inspiring and like feel hopeful when you hear cool things going on around you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's a double whammy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'll tell you what, I had a few too many on a music night, but the amount of random couples and blokes I've never seen before. Had a good laugh with them, spoke, and then like they got my number after because obviously they were like sponsoring us, like donating, and like all said like what a night. And I was like, you know what? That's what it's about. They've donated to a good cause, but we've all had such a good night. We've got them out something they wouldn't usually do. They just come across it on the Instagram on our page and come, and like they didn't regret it. They loved it. And that was like one of my main goals, getting random people to me. It's not just about football team or me or my friends, it's about getting everyone, the community together and speak. And like, yeah, it's really good. So it's going well so far. I'll have to double check my phone in a minute, but obviously we're only halfway through the season. I'm sure we've raised 2.5, 3 grand already. And we're halfway through the season, so that's something to be proud of.
Like, there are a lot of upkeep costs for a team like that.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. We're very fortunate that we have 1 Mill Street as one of the letting us have this amazing studio today.
Isn't it?
Who sponsored us our home kit and our training t-shirts, what I've got on underneath. Got Fox and Vivian, where we go to after every game. They do us like unreal food. Ever need a Sunday roast, go Fox and Vivian. Unbelievable, George. Unbelievable food. Go there, so yeah. Obviously, lads are buzzing. Wet, rainy day, Sunday morning, freezing. Go to Fox, have a pint, have some decent food. Unreal. Great. But they've bought our tracksuit tops, what I'm wearing now.
Cool.
Pitch fees. And with our music night, they hosted and helped like pays a couple of the bands. So they've been unreal, all the sponsors. We've got ad management as well. They've done like our raincoat. She's got managed to get a Beth Mead shirt, who's like a pro women's football shirt, auction out, which raised us like good 500-600 quid. Wow. So they've been amazing. We got Your Point, who do our away kit. They're like a mental health app, which I think's launching soon, so I can't say too much about them. And then we got Eco Heat, who help like pay for equipment. So with all their help, it's still that's thousands of pounds,
isn't it?
And I've still had to charge the lads like signing on fees because you got all the entry fees to a league cup, so I have to charge them, and then weekly subs, which cover like referees, kit washes. So yeah, and starting a new team is very expensive. This is just Sunday League as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So with all the help, it's still a struggle. Like,
so you're fully registered onto which league is it?
Just the Leamington District Sunday League. So
and you're playing in the cups and stuff.
Yeah. Well, we entered the cups. We've had a bit of a dodgy season, George.
Well, that does happen.
But we've been knocked out of all the cups.
I was going to say, is there prize money for the cups? There must.
Nah, just a trophy and probably a good night out.
So yeah, it is not for profit, as it were. You know.
Oh no, it's not about
community based.
But yeah,
going in and doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how are you doing in the league?
Not so well. On paper, amazing squad, but just had one thing after. I feel like loads of excuses.
You know what I love is watching the clips you put up on the Instagram of the matches.
Yeah.
I love them.
I'm lazy, to be fair. I always forget to record after. I'll get a few clips and do like auto cut on TikTok.
Yeah, sure, but
so just to save me some time. But yeah, I would like someone to actually video our games and like make proper edits. I think that'd be really good. Just yeah, Newbold.
Really?
So yeah, if you're ever up for
I live round the corner, so
I do.
I might just because I wouldn't mind a good walk or something.
Yeah.
Love those clips. I love watching.
There's some comedy moments as well in Sunday League football.
And it'd be quite a nice time me just going up watch that for like
and that's it. So I've got a few people who just come to watch us, just to get out of the house and like you say, go for a walk and then watch a half or all game.
Yeah.
And then next thing they end up getting proper involved.
Yes.
So I'm like, calm down. Shouting at a ref.
I didn't realise you're playing at Newbold.
Yeah. So that's our home ground.
Awesome.
Home ground.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it's a good little setup. No, yeah, it's going really well. Obviously on the pitch could be better because we're all competitive. We're still at that age.
Yes.
But future goal is to have another team where it's just getting anyone and everyone playing, because obviously it's good. There's the amount of people who want to play who don't, because they're probably shy of like that competitiveness or just don't feel comfortable coming out and playing. That is my main goal, but it's just trying to find that loophole, because if you're playing in the league, you need to be signed on. So that's what something to think about. I'm thinking about having like a charity team where maybe you play once a month or something, where anyone can play, where it's not under a league.
Half organised summertime 11-a-side type.
Yeah, that's it.
Jumpers for goalposts type beat.
Yeah, that'd be bang on. That's
People would roll up.
Have a barbecue on the side and just like so casual.
Just open the pitches up and just go where everyone's coming down, come down and jump on a team. I'd go for that.
Is it? But that's what I mean. Realistically, sort of like joking, but we're not. I think that's what some people need.
Most of my group chat, if they heard about that, they'd go,
yeah. Well, even me, like I said, me being lazy, I'm just shouting at people on my team from the sideline. I'm like, I should be playing, really. I'm only 30. I should be playing. Like I said, we used to play every week. So that's That's probably his
You've
next
still
goal.
you've still got it in your core. You never lose it. You never lose it. Yeah, good man.
But yeah, that's it.
Just carry on.
That's like, I think I've covered everything, like why I've set it up, like why it's important.
Yep.
More needs to be done.
Yep.
100%. Obviously, hopefully we're doing something. I think we're growing in followers. I do get the odd message like, keep it up, or you've really helped me today. And that's what it's about. Even if it is just helping one person, that's better than no one. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's what we're all about. That's what I want us about. It's just helping, getting that awareness out, and raising money for Mind.
It's nice to see sort of actionable responses to problems that seem so overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's people who are always so easy to just sit there and have the media tell them there's an epidemic of men's mental health, there's suicide rates are going up, the lack of community, this, that, and the other, and just sit there and moan about it, or be like, yeah, that's happening, right?
Yeah.
Instead of actually coming together with a plan, going, right, this helps tackle those.
Yeah.
And putting it through, and then easily as well, like reflecting on stuff, you can adjust to see how the impacts move.
But again, that's why I wanted it. I thought good place to start is football team, having a bunch of people, so it's not me on my own together.
Yeah.
Having still that competitive edge to it, playing every week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the sidelines, like having off the pitch, having that awareness. I mean, the fundraisers again, not open just to a football team. So I didn't want it to be closed off just to men or just to footballers or whatever. I want it to everyone, male, female, no matter what age, communities. I think we've got a few youngsters who follow us on Instagram as well, and like they're loving it. Like you said about for football clips. I know that is just football, but like
it's
still
content.
Yeah, it's still creating that content for everyone, and we want
to. The message, the talking point, doesn't it, down to the other generations? Because football is so open from every age, really.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Obviously, as we say, as you get older, your fitness goes, but you're still interested.
Yeah,
and you can. And I watch the clips, so therefore, you know what I mean. Like even people that are just watching it for that, and they go, "Oh, mine's United. What's that?"
Yeah,
it sparks the thought. It creates the bigger picture.
Yeah,
and it kind of sews a bigger tapestry.
Yeah,
it's good. So with the chaps that play on there, what sort of fellas have you got? You know, because Connor Billing, he said he played a couple of times.
He's played a couple of times. He's signed off.
Businessman.
Again, what a chef.
Top bloke all round.
And what he's done for like the homeless and stuff, unreal. But that's what it's about. Is people all kinds of ages. We've got a few youngsters signed on, our age, but it is mainly people I've played with in the past, because we do want to be like competitive for now. But like I say, the goal is to have another team where it is for everyone. Because like I said, we're at that age where people can still sort of play or think they can play.
Well, yeah, I'm just meaning more for the wider network, because once you join a football team, you immediately get at least 11 associates. You know what I mean?
Oh, so so many different trades.
There's guys who are there who can support your whatever you're doing almost.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
So you get this great, boom, you're in, and there's some friends.
It's a great way to make friends, And again, that's your networks. Like, even if it is just a night out, or just, come around, have a movie night, or, like you say, play football and work. Yes. Like you say, if you move away, we've got decorators, graphic designers, lorry drivers. We've got a bit of everything, and that's what it's about.
That's what I mean. Is you meet people that, like, you can go across industries. It's so easily there, and it's all in one team. Yeah. So if you have people who are outside of the team, and normally, they can form mentorships. It's like such a good network, and I think that's such an important point. I fell out of love with football when I was growing up, because I was told, well, you're not going to be a pro, so why do it? Right? And that stuck in my head of like, I'm not going to be the next Ronaldo, so why am I doing
Because as a kid, that's what you dream.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to actually as well. Realistically, I probably could have earned a wage at one point doing it.
Yeah, mate, I'm with you there.
It got to a level where
we were
at Stratford Town, we'd be getting paid, right? When enough to bolster a part-time job or to just live off quite happily, right? Yeah. But my point being that you missed the added value. Like, we met at a football.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Okay, and we're still now connected.
We haven't spoken to each other in years, but you still feels like I seen you yesterday.
The camaraderie is still there. I still see you. You're still on the team.
I love it.
You know what I mean? We're still playing against Phoenix. I'm still knocking in cheeky crosses while I stuff at the back and go, then you'd run back because you're as fast as a whippet.
Oh. Those were the days.
Yeah, those were the
I run up the stairs now, George, and I'm flagging. I say I could run for 90 minutes back and forth. Now,
you're quite a
tell
specimen.
you what,
Yeah.
so out of shape, it's embarrassing.
Well, it is what it is. But the point there that even when time takes your fitness, or time takes our beauty, or time takes our other things, it's used to build a bigger like mainframe that people can open channels and discuss topics with.
Exactly.
It's nice to be able to speak to someone and be like, I'm happy to speak about mental health. Or we had a little chat before, and I was quite honest about some of my stresses and some of the good bits. And that's why it builds a great rapport.
No, it's great. It's a good thing we're doing. I'm glad we're doing this today. Hopefully it helps a few people again. Mm-hmm. And it's been really good.
Definitely spread the message. It will definitely.
That's it. Let's hope so.
It's terrific. What are your plans with the team then for this year or the near?
We've only got a few games left, so just finish the season, try to end on a high, few wins hopefully.
Yes.
Regroup next year, hopefully get a few new signings, hopefully potentially set that second team up on one about. Again, like I said, might not be through for league. It might have to be like a more chilled jumpers as post kind of kind of thing. But go from there, just keep expanding, try to hopefully win stuff, go up the leagues. And again, I feel like that would help our awareness if we're winning stuff, go up the leagues and just enjoy it. That's what it's about. Getting the lads together, enjoy it. And hopefully winning will be part of that. If not, like this season, it's been terrible. But you know what? We all still go to the pub after and we have a laugh.
Well,
that's what it's about.
I heard a thing saying actually what builds the greatest rapport among people is facing struggle together.
Right, yeah, true. You see some characters.
So if you just joined a team and it was win-win-win,
yeah, exactly.
You might not actually get the same integrity.
Yeah. No, yeah, I actually totally agree with you there. Because there's been a few points where, God, we just had basically we just got knocked out a couple of days ago, and like some questionable decisions, all time low. We were like
from the ref or from
and we're like 2-0 up, 90th minute we're 2-1 up, we lost 3-2.
Oh yeah.
So like it's one of them games. It's not just a loss. It's like
the rug pull. They've pulled that away.
Change rooms is silent after like. Wow. One of those losses, it just hurts so much.
Yeah.
We go to a pub, we regroup, we have a laugh. We've had a lot of soppy messages in the chat this week, and do you know what? It's brought us closer, and that's why I'm feeling positive about our remaining games. We're gonna come back stronger.
Yes.
Touch wood.
Yes. It all adds up, doesn't it?